which is quite a grim reality to a situation, really. It pretty much is just that. Just sort of keep beating the dead horse until it becomes a rich pink powder that can be used for 1,000 things. Also a reference to Futurama right there, for those that did not pick it up, which is a fantastic series. It keeps getting cancelled. So, gets cancelled like every 5 minutes, I feel, anyway. And then, of course, they do an end episode. They have like 5 end episodes, and they're all depressing. Well, not all depressing. There's a few ones right there. You got like the Friarish, something like that. I can't remember the titles. It's actually one I remember. Okay, I'll just say the one with the dog, the one with his mother, the one with his brother. Was it his brother? No. It's his what the was it? I'm sure it was his brother or uncle. I can't remember. Annoyingly, I've not watched any adult cartoon in a very long time. I mean, the last one I watched was South Park, and that was a little while ago now. I don't know why I stopped watching them. I guess I just sort of lost my touch with... No, I think it's because of the lack of TV. I don't really watch TV as much as I used to, and the only reason I watched them was because they were on TV and there was nothing else on. Whereas now most of my entertainment comes from YouTube and just games that involve communication, really. I've been playing a lot of Natural Selection 2 recently, which is a great game because there's loads of communication in that. So I don't really need to listen to anything. Like a lot of games, especially Timber and Stone, Minecraft, stuff like that, it feels like it's needed. Like, you have a YouTube video on in the background or something like that, just to get rid of a little bit of the silence that those games produce. But if you're playing a game, specifically a multiplayer game, like Natural Selection 2 or Battlefield or something like that requires team communication, and if not just requires it, but promotes it, then you don't really need something on in the background, which is a good thing, in my opinion. But yeah, I've been playing a lot of that recently. My friends were like, you should play that. And I was like, alright then. I've had it in my Steam library for like 2 years. Never really went around to playing it. I think it's probably not that long, but it's been a while. I'm not sure when it came out, which is why I'm questioning whether it was actually 2 years. But still, a great game. Very, very fun. There's a lot more to it than I was expecting. There's like tactics and stuff. It sort of reminds me a bit of StarCraft 2 with the commander mode, that lot. Not necessarily how the game plays, but the tactics and the build orders and stuff like that, it all comes down to general RTS, not really StarCraft 2 itself, but I just wanted to have an example game right there to fit the theme. But there you go. Hopefully we get a new person soon. I've got like 3 names right here. Wolfie wants to be named. Is that Antioch, who wants to be a soldier? Soldier class, but anything really. You'll probably be anything really, unfortunately. Someone wants to be an archer, Carl White. Have I not got you already, Carl White? You sound familiar. Maybe I read your name last time. Carl White. No, your name's not on here, so I guess Carl White. We could probably do with an archer. I would say 1 archer is probably a good idea. Get someone in a sort of ranged combat area of expertise. Looks like all of our soldiers have made it back, and I imagine someone's probably fallen asleep. No, they haven't. Where's the other person gone? Are they feasting? We've got foot honor. There you go. Who are you? Farkas, what are you doing? Your health is already pretty good there, Farkas. That's actually pretty good to see. Pretty good to see, apparently. I'm going into some sort of very strange mode right now. Ah, look at this. The floor is actually being created right now. Well, the ground level. The 2nd floor, that's what I'm trying to say. Islay's quarters is going to be at the very top. It's going to be quite awkward to do because we still need to sort of wall off this particular section properly. Yeah, that's going to be quite awkward to do. Because we do need Islay's quarters. Which will be... She'll mostly reside in the throne room, but she'll also have a sleeping quarters way at the top of the castle. And it'll be like a double bed, and it'll be beautiful and fantastic. I'm not too sure if maybe it'll be a heart bed, or maybe she'll have a separate section for a heart bed, just in case she wants to get a little bit frisky at some point. I'm not really too sure. It could be for anyone. I've always assumed a king or a queen has some sort of heart bed stuck around the place somewhere. Maybe it's underground in the Gideon dungeon. I'm not really too sure, ladies and gentlemen. I don't really run around asking Islay what she's into. That's not really proper etiquette. But still, Islay, what's up? Why aren't you breaking? Why aren't you breaking? Why aren't you telling me things? Why aren't we here, apparently? Let's mine up a doorway and stop asking Islay questions that make her uncomfortable. Maybe she's not uncomfortable about it. Islay, where are you? Islay? She's run off. No? She's gone? Is that you, Islay? Islay! There you go, buddy. How you doing? Tell me, Islay, what's your favourite position? There we go. Imagine coming up to someone and saying that. Just a random person. That's very strange. Let's go to Cyrus. Where are you, Cyrus? There you are. So, wow, immediately I knew where you were. Probably because I selected you a second ago and I remembered selecting you a second ago. Anyway, Cyrus, what is your favourite position? Don't answer that in the comments. I'm just saying. If you do, then well done, sir. But still, don't do it. Because otherwise you'll be promoting this very foul act of asking people about what they do in their spare time with their significant others. Or not significant others. I don't know. This is meant to be a kid's thing. Not really a kid's thing. I swear a lot. Really, the demographic isn't necessarily of youth and more people within my age range of 20 to 24. Quite a small demographic, so I'm probably going to say 18 to 24. You know, mature, kind of mature audience. I like to be within the realms of maturity. You can be mature while also being a bit, you know, I don't like the word silly because that's like, oh my god, I'm so silly. I don't like that so much, but still be a little bit. I don't know how to describe it other than saying silly. Oh my god, so silly. There we go. I always go to the typical sort of spoilt American teenager accent. I'm not too sure why. I think it's because of in my youth, watching a lot of American TV, that kind of thing. The person that always gets killed in the movies, or you know, in a horror flick, is usually that kind of person, sort of spoiled teenager of some form. Particularly female. They're usually female. Sometimes they are male though, in the form of the jock. I'm not really too sure. Don't watch too much TV anymore, which means I'm not really, like, the closest thing I get to American is probably Reddit. And I don't really go on there too much, because sometimes it can be too much. Sometimes it can be, okay? Sometimes the things that people say in there infuriate you. Sometimes, though, it's like, oh, that's a pretty cool thing to see, but sometimes it's like, need to back away, because people are telling me how my country works. Maybe there's some things going on under the surface right there. I'm human, ladies and gentlemen. I am human. I have my ups and downs, and then yeah, there we go. To apologize if you feel offended. That is not my intent. I'm merely talking because I don't. I said to myself today that maybe I need to start talking about sort of random stuff and not always going, yeah, okay, let's do that. Okay, yeah, because that's usually what I do when I'm building these sorts of, well, when I'm building in these games. Maybe I'll make it a little bit more interesting by just talking about stuff. I don't have to always talk about random subjects that are on my mind, or maybe how I'm feeling a particular situation, but it probably helps to narrow, is that a good word, narrow? Like, narrow the monotony. Does that work? It feels like it does. Narrow the monotony. I mean, there is less monotony, so really that would make it become less of an apparent feature in the discussions. So something tells me that would work. So I'm going to stick with it. Also, we're using the wood right here, and we have quite a lot of stone. Probably not enough, though. I think a little bit more mining can be done. 5,000 stone sounds like a good amount to me, and also, really, we don't need too much stone in order to make the castle wall, since it is just made out of bricks. But we might need to make more bricks, you see, so we'll probably want to continue onwards. We're making the floor layer right here, just to make it look a lot cleaner. We want to go ahead and make the walls soon as well, and the doorways. Let's do that right now, in fact. So let's get the... where should the doorway go here? Where is it on this level? I don't think we have one. We don't have one. So let's put the doorway somewhere where we can actually see it. Let's make sure it goes up an extra layer right here. So a doorway on this part would probably work out quite nicely. There we go. And a doorway on the exact same location. In fact, no, I like the idea of the doorway being along here as well, so you can see it in the balcony. Probably around about here. There we go. I think that'll make it look a lot nicer. We're probably going to have some sort of overhanging layer right there, like this. Will we? No, maybe not. We'll make it a part of the hall. The hall's quite a large segment of the building. In fact, the roof of it is probably going to be about here. So really, it's going to be really tough to make the second layer right there. Really tough, in fact. We're going to have a lot of empty space by the looks of it. We won't be able to use every segment. And also, the top floor is going to be still sort of a bit of a castle connection. We'll have to wait and see. I think we can definitely get something sorted out once the castle is finished. It's just at the moment, I'm not really too sure what I'm planning on. Can we get... No, we can get up there. We might want to get rid of this wall so they can actually get up and down from this location. Merv is chewing on his wooden frame, so it's a bit annoying. He does these things to annoy me. I think he does it because he loves me, and he just wants my attention. That, or he probably doesn't conceive the idea of love and really just wants me to feed him. Which I imagine is what most pets think, to be honest, you know. Might be a bit brutal for some people to hear. You know, no, okay? My cat, my dog loves me. He loves your food. He loves your food. And I think a lot of people have come to realize this. At the same time, though, the human idea of love might just be a human thing. Once again, we're going into the realms of just gibberish right now. Now we're talking about love and the and word as well. Lots of tangents today. lots. I'm trying to say and, but I keep saying ond. Lots on lots, apparently. We need to do a lot more mining as well, because I think they've finished off the selections that I provided to them. Yep, it seems to be the case. So we just should get them to mine a giant room, just because it's easier for them to do so. Let's have it go across like this. This is exactly 50. How do I go down? There we go. I need to go down an extra layer, because they won't be able to mine 4 up anyway. So that should be good. They're actually going to mine into a wall right here, so we should get them to not mine up that specific location. There we go. We'll never know. We will never know it even happened. Do we have any infestations nearby? No infestations. Is that a great way to say it? Not really, but like I said, I've been playing a lot of natural selection too. So I guess I've just sort of been... You know, I've got aliens on the mind. Maybe we should continue with that. Maybe that's a good side subject right there. I'm not too sure. I'm always not too sure. I'm trying to get rid of all these key words I keep bringing up. I don't think it's... Merv, stop making those eating noises. Oh, they're driving me nuts. Oh, no. Listen, this is not animal abuse. He's abusing me. Okay, that's what's going on right there. Walls are under construction. We should probably get the doorways done for these. I don't see the problem here. I want to use the outside doors with the... Actually, wait. So what do we have right now? We've got... We used a different door. Oh, yeah. I forgot they, like, broke through these doors a little while ago. Like I said, I actually quite like the look of them. Like, broken. It's quite a nice look. Because, you know, it's a doorway, but I don't really like... I don't want it to be a door. So, yeah. Not too bad. We did... We used a different block type a little while ago. A door type, even. But I'm not just sure if this is it. Oh, no, here we go. So we use these. I think we can use that door type for the inside. But for the outside doors, we should be using this sort of gate-looking thing. That. Or if we go to our objects right here and go to doors, we could use the dungeon door. I don't think I've seen that just yet. Then again, if we look on the bottom level right here, we may have used it. Doesn't look like it. So I think we use the studded door. I think these are studded doors. And then they could be dungeon doors. Actually, we can see it right there. I think these are dungeon doors. Actually, that bit has a very small open block. The studded door doesn't seem to have anything at all. And the brace door... Okay, it may be the case that these are actually... Oh, yeah, they're dungeon doors. Okay, apparently there's a way to look at it by clicking. Didn't realize that. So we're probably mostly going to be using dungeon doors because I think they fit the aesthetic, especially for the outside layer. We need to sort these bits out. Once again, I'm still questioning it. My mind tells me no, but my body is telling me yes. Great. Spider's been spotted by Chloe the Warrior, which is a lumberjack of ours. And she could deal with it. Look at that. No, Chloe, you got to fight that spider now. Beat it up. One hit wonder. Nope, not a one hit wonder. It's fine. She got there. 2 hits. That'll do. 2 hits, buckaroo. Not too sure if that's anything at all. But I was just thinking buckaroo after I said the last sentence. or finish the last sentence. And I was like, I need to incorporate this in the next sentence somehow. So there we go. We are there now. And also, so there we go. There we go, go. Got to get it out of the voice. I've got to get it out of the voice. I think I'm losing the plot today. Today's definitely a different format than what is usually hosted on the channel. And also, I'm coming up with these new words, which I'm really excited about. It's nice. It's nice that I can actually say something other than this and stuff and that. But instead, I said hosted right there. I've never said hosted before while recording. I probably have. But I've never... I can't remember it. Is there a better word than saying I can't remember it? No, there isn't. there probably is, but I can't remember it. See? Full circle. You need to get the top bit done as well, which I guess is just going to be as simple. It's going to be as simple as just getting some scaffolding installed. We can do that in a second, though. The room right here is being constructed, but I'm not sure how tall it's really going to be. It will need to go up by an extra block, however. So let's get that done. And also, this is going to have to be a hallway. So really, this entire section here is kind of pointless. No, not really. It's not pointless. We can... Like, we do this. It's just I'm trying to think how this is going to be incorporated within the main hall. Because I think it's going to look quite ugly if it is just going to be... If it's going to be roofed over. Unless, of course, it is a proper roof. Which I guess we can do. But then I think it'll look a bit weird. So I'm still trying to decide what I really want going on here. Like I said, we could go for the crenellations, which I think I might do, but only on this side. Because I think it's going to sort of... It's going to attach itself very strangely or synergize very poorly with the roof right here that acts as a stairway to the second floor, or at least the outside walls right here, which also needs to have some crenellations on the outside, which would definitely help with the aesthetic. Like, it's on here, and it's on this bit, but for some reason not this part right here, which we should really do now, really. Like, I just don't know how to do it. I think it'll look really weird whether I, like, wherever way I really tried to do it. We'll see. We'll see. I think we need to get all this important stuff done first. The inside layer. We need to make sure we can actually get a wall done here. Let's also, to get these two bits connected... No, that's not going to work out. Okay, really what we should do is just get a bunch of scaffolding. So let's get the scaffolding up like this. And let's get scaffolding up like this. There we go. That way they can walk on this level. And they can probably walk on sort of the rough area right here. And then, actually, you know what? I have to do this as well so they can get the remaining parts. And I guess we have to do the same thing right here. Actually, we'll do it on this bit instead, just so they can go out a little bit further. There we are. That should be good to go, and then they can walk across most of that. We need to do the same on the other side. Oh, I thought it was paused then. I didn't realize everyone was still actually doing their own thing. And then we can go up. Actually, we'll do the opposite right here. Go on the other side. And then for this bit, we can just sort of go up. Actually, we don't want to do it on that bit because they might end up getting stuck in the small hallway. Slipping over my words a little bit now. You know, the momentum is dying down. We need to keep it up, refreshed, good to go. It's Monday as well, which I think I've said this in the past. Monday for me is for some reason always quite an energetic day. I don't know why. I'm sort of trying to think. Like, I think yesterday, before there's a sleep before work, I took the dog out for a walk, and I was quite euphoric. Is that the right word to use? I don't think I am using it in the correct way, but I was just sort of thinking. And I was exploring new areas around the village as well that I've not really explored before. With the old dog, he's having a little look around, little sniff around places. And I'm like, oh, what's this? It looks pretty cool. I guess it brought up the adventurous side in me. So I think I've become a little bit more open in today's recording. That's most probably what's happened. Probably won't remain that way. You know, I get tired a lot, which is really annoying in my head. Especially like tomorrow, I'll be really, really tired. It's always the case. Like, Tuesdays for me are just awful every single time. Still got to soldier on through it. Like, tomorrow, get some stone hearth done. Looking forward to that. Get some buildings constructed, which would be a pretty good idea. This is really weird for me to say, because within the context of when this gets uploaded, it will be irrelevant. So, no, then again. No, it won't. Because this video should get uploaded tomorrow, from what I remember. Because I think part 55 was... This should be... Actually, no, this part wouldn't. No, okay, the last part would have. So this would be Friday. No, Tuesday or Friday. Friday. It should be Friday. Numbers, apparently. Friday. Yeah. No. Yeah. Because Battle Brothers. Anyway. Yeah, really. Just talking all over the place right now. Sure, it's actually distracting me. Talking about all this other stuff in the background. But still, there you go. That is a thing. We'll just, we'll keep going along. We'll keep trotting along. They're all sort of not really doing anything right now. I guess they're all confused. We should probably zoom down. We've got like a builder up here who's stuck. No, you're not stuck. Why are you up there, Islay? Let's get them to move around. Maybe they're just sort of annoyed that they've got to do all this other stuff and they don't want to do it because screw the system. That kind of thing. We've got these two sort of wall bits open right here, which we can get them constructed later on. But at the moment, we don't really need to. Oh, yeah, all the builders are just sort of weirded out. It looks like someone's doing it. Yeah, JK right there. No, yeah, get to building, man. We've got stonemasons that are currently sort of not doing anything. We could get them to do some building. Yeah, let's get them to do a bit of building. I don't see the problem in doing that. All the miners right now. And let's get U-Spec to do some building as well. We've got a sort of good few miners, but I feel like we're getting to the point where we don't need any more. We can keep the sort of the group that we currently have, but we just need more builders now to continue the construction that we currently have right in here. This doorway is going to be really weird. I am sort of half tempted just to have this bit be part of the crenellation instead. Like, we can just remove it. And then... I just think it's weird because this wall right here. No, actually, this can work out. Merv, why do you keep doing that? On a second, ladies and gentlemen. No, go on that. There we go. No, go on your cage. No, go on it. He's not moving. Don't look at me like that. That's rude. Even though I'm telling you to get off and stop it. No, he's moving back onto the thing. Right, fine. He's on this this wooden frame, and it's sort of like a bunch of like I'm not sure how to really explain it. It's wooden, and then there's rope involved as well, and there's 4 layers, and each of those layers sort of but each of those layers is sort of like 3 wooden staffs, as it were, connected in sort of a triangle formation, and they have holes between where they connect, where the rope goes through. And that's how it works, and it's basically hanging in the middle of my room because we thought it would be cool, and he likes it. He loves the thing. He doesn't stop, like, he goes on there all the time rather than hanging around on his cage now, which is fantastic because I think it is probably a lot more comfortable, mostly because of the smoothness of the wood. Very smooth right there. Mostly, though, after the smoothness part, he likes to chew wood, so doesn't eat it, thankfully. He just sort of chews and spits the shit out, which is annoying for me because it's just sort of hanging all over the set, all over the floor. It's just sort of there. Now he's like posing, which is... He was like, yeah, check me out, bitch. Which I don't think is his voice, to be honest with you. Would be weird if it was. We need to get something constructed along here, which are just real... No, they should be able to walk across here, surely. Probably not. Okay, it's fine. We can get some utility scaffolding done. Utilital. Is that the right word? Utilital scaffolding. We've got some utilitals going on right here. Some fine stuff. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Anyway, I like how this is squared off in such a way. Look at that. That's actually quite a nice look. I think it's going to look even better once this bit is flattened off completely. And it's going to be so awkward to get the roofing done. We need to get this top layer finished, and we need to make sure that these towers are actually continuing to spiral upwards. Should they be going out by 1 block at this point? I think once they reach this layer, they should. So let's go back to construction our castle brick walls right here. Let's go up by 2 layers right here on the castle brick wall. Doing towers is always very tough. That's why I'm sort of going along with them while I also construct the sort of floor layers, because it's easier to do it from a ground level upwards. Because otherwise you sort of go a little bit insane when it comes to the scaffolding like we have right now. Like, there's so much of it. It's quite insane, really. So we want to get the levels on the outside done, then we can work a little bit more on the inside. Let's get this crenellations idea out of the way with. I want to see how really crazy it can get. I don't think it should be as intrusive as I'm thinking. Really, it might mean that we get rid of this little sort of walkway right here and have a sort of pillar involved. What do we have right here? So we've got the castle brick, really, haven't we? Yeah, we just got sort of pillared versions of the castle brick. I really hate my constant use of castle brick. It's just you can see everything is different. They edited in Castle Brick and the way that the way that the brick morphs with each other depending on how many bricks are connected so well in this game, to the point where you can use the same block and it will look different, and every part of the map, well, every part of the construction will look like it's differentiated in some way, which I absolutely love. I still want this tower to look the same as the others, which it currently does not. I think it's because of the center bit right here not actually being sort of in a fork. At the moment, it's mostly just it's a spire at the moment, but it's not a fork formation like everything else is. So we should really get something like that sorted out soon. We've got a bunch of miners outside yet. Well, still. So we should really keep our eye out on those guys. For some reason, the terrain is going in and out. Or, no, what's a better word to describe a better word? The T's right now is something I'm focusing on quite drastically so. Every time I say, like, better, I say better a lot. Better. It's better. I have become a little bit better at doing that. There we go, incorporation! But, I can say but, fine, but I don't say but. I say but. There are some words where I miss the T out of. Once again, I think this is because of American television, my youth. It has infected my mind. It's gotten rid of the T's in my life. Or at least the double T's. There you go. That's something I'm working on. Also, I think Google Translation, which, well, Google Translation doesn't help too much with that, because it translates in the American pronunciations. I've been using Oxford Dictionary a lot more. But there's still some things, Americanisms in there that are getting involved. Nothing wrong with that, really. But I just feel like I need to, speak my proper tongue, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not American. I need to speak proper language. My language. My English. British English, right there. British English. Nothing wrong with either of them, really. It's just due to tastes. So there you go. Although, an incorporation of both, I like the idea, really, of sort of being brought up with a lot of American TV as well. Because it means I can understand Americans at the same time as people that are from Britain. And you'll be surprised how many people can really really don't understand the differences in the language. Well, not the differences in the language, necessarily, but the different pronunciations. And the different ways in saying things. There are a few key differences here and there. And I don't pick up on all of them. I'm only human at the end of the day. But I'm trying to understand them both equally while also sort of mostly migrating to British English. Mostly because I think it's better for my accent. I feel, anyway. It's not due to any sort of form of superiority or anything like that, which some people will probably think it is. I just want to clarify for those out there that may have some sort of offense. People get offended a lot this day and age. I'm just looking out for you. Don't blame me. Blame those guys. I'm pointing. I pointed right there. Not too sure. Excuse me. I'm being choked by Darth accent. Ah, no. There we are. Literally, though, my voice is dying. Okay, we're back. Apparently, there's a spider named Rensin right there, which sounds like some sort of spice. It's the spice of life, Rensin. Get some Rensin in there. Delicious, delicious Rensin. It probably means something else. Why am I zooming down? I think I was about to look at... Oh, God! You guys can probably hear, like, the random clicking. I'm going to make sure the background noise is loud enough so you can't, but I'm just going to get Merv for a bit. Don't get here, you bastard. Get back in your cage. Get on your cage. Right, I'm moving this down. I'm sorry, Merv. I'm getting rid of your rights. There we go. It's going to affect the video. And the comfortability of everyone watching. Comfortability? The comfort. The comfort would have been fine there. If I said comfort, that would have worked out. But no, comfortability is apparently what I went with instead. Basically, his wooden frame's on a hook on the ceiling, and I could just take it off whenever I feel like it. Which usually helps out when he's being annoying and noisy. So, especially when he's chewing it. Oh, God. He makes this annoying scraping noise. For those that are wondering, if you want to get a parrot, you have to be patient, and you have to get used to the little noises and little annoying things that he does. Because they're going to do it, or she. Doesn't really matter. They're both going to do the same thing regardless of gender. If anything, a female is actually going to be a little bit more annoying because they're going to molt easier. Or they both genders I've seen anyway deal with neglect in different ways. from what I've seen anyway, I'm probably like, it's probably based on how the parrot thinks anyway, but female parrots generally just sort of tear their feathers out, which is quite sad to see. Like, you see a few parrots that have been neglected in the past, and it's just like, they got no feathers, and they look really frail, because like underneath the feathers, parrots are actually quite skinny and wrinkly, which is just part of nature, really. But it's really weird, really disheartening to see these terrible things. But there you go. Still though, I give Merv as much love as I possibly can. That's all you can really do at the end of the day. Little old parrot right there. But they require a ridiculous amount of attention. So those parrot enthusiasts out there, well, not. Are you an enthusiast about having a parrot? Yeah, you can be an enthusiast about having a parrot. But those people that are hoping maybe to get a parrot to pet in the future, that is a word of warning. It's. I don't want to say it's like having a child, because I don't have a child of my own, but I have looked after various youths in my time, and dealing with them has been a pain in the arse. So, similar to that of dealing with Merv. But then again, I think if it's your own child, it might be a different ball game, because you can probably deal with it a little bit more because it's your own child. So, I don't know there, however, because I'm speaking from ignorance. That is all I can really say. Also, I said speaking from ignorance right there, which I quite like. I'm not too sure about that. And then, why am I so chirpy today? I think it's because I've been looking forward to it. I've not done too much. I've not done too much at all.